Minister in the Office of the Prime Minister with responsibility for tourism, Dominic Fedee, partially disclosed news of an ongoing assessment of the operations at the Saint Lucia Tourist Board during the November 8th House sitting. The tourism minister alluded to shortcomings in the management of the entity that included various financial drawbacks. According to the government, the SLTB reportedly burned through an estimated $34 million of its 2016-2017 allocation within months.
2016 to 2017, the board had already spent $26 million by the end of September. And so, Madam Speaker, the remaining $4.8 million was allocated for administrative expenses, $3 million committed to contracts to UK Airlines, tour operators, marketing and creative and PR agencies. No allocation was made in the budget, Madam Speaker, to cover the payables, which continue to be of much concern to the functionality of the board. Madam Speaker, $11 million was allocated to the Saint Lucia Jazz Festival, and the actual expenditure was in excess of $14 million, Madam Speaker. This, Madam Speaker, represents gross mismanagement.
Tourism Minister Fedee charges Saint Lucia is not getting much bang for its taxpayer buck, doling out tens of thousands to international PR firms without returns. The tourism minister scrutinized SLTB expenditure on 3 PR firms before disclosing the proposed, quote, road to change for reforming the island's chief marketing agency.
Perilous situation requires us to change. And whilst the road to change is long, we tried our very best to implement some immediate things to rescue what is our main industry. And so what we have done, Madam Speaker, in an effort to address the declining visitor arrivals and the lack of presence in the cruise market, and with representatives in the cruise sector and with stakeholders there, we are currently, Madam Speaker, to arrest the mismanagement and the lack of financial structures. We're undertaking a financial audit of the Saint Lucia Tourist Board.
Weeks following the commencement of the SLTB financial audit, Director Louis Lewis and Deputy Director Tracy Arnold resigned. In a previous News Force interview, Prime Minister Alan Chasney indicated that news of plans to set up a tourism authority was a hard sell for some members of the SLTB executive. The outgoing SLTB directors have remained tight-lipped about their alleged decisions to demit office. However, information reaching News Force indicates their exits were expedited. Meanwhile, Tourism Minister Fedee promises to reveal the complete SLTB financial audit. Rihani Isidore, HTS News Force.